Hi, Spencer. So we're going to kind of do a review here of what we learned yesterday in the squat. And we're going to do that by kind of looking at your second work set. Before we do that, I want to just say that I think you did a really good job overall of bending over and driving your hips with all the reps of this set. And that's something I think it took you a little bit to get in the warm-ups, but by the work sets, I think you were doing it really well. And we can see here, I have two screenshots. One of your earlier warm-ups here with looks like a 145. And if you look at this bottom position, you have a more vertical back angle, and your knee is farther forward here compared to this screenshot at the top here that I have of your work set, where you are more bent over, you have a more horizontal back angle. And if you look at your knee position, it's subtle, but your knee is just a little farther back, like an inch or two farther back than it is in this bottom picture here. So again, look at the difference. Note how you're more vertical, knees more forward, and here your knee is just a little farther back, and you're a little bent over, and this allows you to use hip drive a lot better, which you were doing very nicely in your last set with. So let's go and look at this.
When you're ready.
Turn the volume down. So there, right away, you're bending over and you're driving your hips out of the hole, all of these reps. And if you look at these last two reps, I think are your best reps. And that's because you do a really nice job of setting your knees in position on the way down. If we look at if we play this again, and look at your first three reps, you don't quite set your knees in place and keep them there the second half of the squat. So let's watch this. So note how your knees keep traveling forward the whole way to the bottom. So you get to the bottom and your knees kind of continue to jab forward a little bit. And they do it in this next one here too. There's just a little forward movement of the knees at the bottom, and you don't quite freeze them. Now these next two are really good. Note how you really froze your knee in position halfway down. Good, just like that. So those last two reps were perfect. You kept your knee right where you placed it halfway down, and it allowed you to get even better turnaround with your hips than you got on the first three. So overall, really nice job in your squat, Spencer.